Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to share with you Empties that I finished up. I love filming these videos because then I can take this big old trash can full of stuff, sort it into recycling, trash, whatever, and it's empty for a while until I finish more products. So I always try to go around. If there's anything that I've almost finished, I like to pull into here as well because I figure by the time it fills up again, it'll have been months ago, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. So let's start with, I don't even know where to start. These will be mixed up, and this will probably be a long video. Brace yourself. So first thing, I finished a L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. I go through these like freaking every other month. I do want to try with this one though, because this I literally just took out today. I was like, I think it's done. Some of you guys have told me to put contact solution, and then more of you have told me to put it in hot water, like a mug of hot water, because it kind of loosens and softens the product inside. And that way it doesn't mix with the formula as much, but it definitely adds to the time you can use it, maybe even by a few weeks. So I might still hold this out and try that just because I'm so curious. But I love this. I keep repurchasing it. This is probably the fourth one I've had. Very volumizing. I'm wearing it today kinda, but I mixed it with something else just because it was on its last leg. But this one probably has like one use left. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment. I'm like sad to see this go. It is so good. It completely transformed my skin when I started using this quite a while ago. This was like a sample size and it was still expensive. Oh my gosh. I've realized that it really is worth the price. So this is one of those things I have on my Sephora Loves list, and I'm probably eventually going to buy because I'm like, I see it. I see why it's worth the price. Now, a lot of you guys have asked about the lactic acid treatment from The Ordinary. Here's what I have learned from different dermatologists I watch on YouTube. That The Ordinary is fantastic. There are a lot of good products for really, really cheap. But with some of them, you're not quite getting exactly what you'd get from another brand. So for example, a lot of like The Ordinary's products are not manufactured, but kind of harvested in a way that, you know, the ingredients aren't necessarily as effective as they might be if they had been cold pressed or if they had been unrefined, like maybe you would see in Drunk Elephant products or in Sunday Riley products. So it's just something to keep in mind. I have been trying the lactic acid from The Ordinary as well because it's so much cheaper, like under $10 cheaper. And this, you know, these are like $100 depending on the size you get. This works better for my skin. It just does. And they're not the exact same ingredients because they're completely different consistencies. So they have other ingredients in them beyond just lactic acid. But I noticed a bigger difference with this. I wish I could tell you the opposite, trust me. Next thing, boy, this has like this much left. This thing has lasted me forever. It's the Aquation Gentle Moisturizing Cleanser. This is very, very similar to my favorite Holy Grail cleanser from the drugstore, the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser. That is my favorite. I literally had bought a backup and I gave it to my little niece because she's growing up and she's starting to break out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So my sister was like, do you have anything she could use? I'm like, oh yeah. So I gave her that. I haven't asked her like if it's working or not, but so I need to get another backup of that to replace after this because I freaking love that stuff. But this is really, really nice. Now I think that the Cerave, I don't know which is cheaper, but they're probably right around the same price, same size bottle-ish, and it's just a gentle but hydrating cleanser. It doesn't strip your skin. I double cleanse always. I always use like a makeup balm, you know, removing balm, and then I use my cleanser. So I'm not only depending on this. I think if you were depending on this just for removing makeup as well, I don't know that it would do as well as you want it to. Let's talk about something I hated. I feel bad. This was sent to me, but you guys know I'm always honest. I couldn't even finish this. Neither could Tyler. Okay, so the brand is Amino Mason. What an adorable jar. This is the shampoo. We had the conditioner as well, but I was like, I don't need to keep both. You know, we recycled one. But it's their whipped cream shampoo, and it has Manuka honey, cherimoya, avocado. I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds so amazing. The bottle is so freaking cute. It was so cute in our shower. Well, we were both using it, and as I used it, you know, I've got wavy-ish, curly-ish hair, and I'm like, dude, anything that dries out my hair is like, no-go. Like, I can't do it. Garnier Fructis oftentimes will dry out my hair. Herbal Essences will dry out my hair depending on the line. So my hair's finicky because it has to be, because if I'm gonna get it to look anything like this, I need to have something moisturizing going in there. Both the shampoo and the conditioner. Anyway, so this just dried it out. it like so badly that my hair was more tangly than normal. And I'm like, what is going on? And I thought I was crazy. I'm like, well, I am pregnant. Like maybe it's, but then I would go back to other shampoos and conditioners. It was just fine. And Tyler was kind of saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, I don't really love this. It smells really, really nice, but neither one of us could agree or could get along with this formula, both the shampoo and conditioner, which I was sad because again, it's so cute, but big old pass, big old pass. Okay, so this is from Caudalie. It's their Premier Crew Eye Cream. This stuff is crazy expensive. Now, again, I have just a little bit left. I'm going to use that before I actually get rid of it, but I just don't feel like, I feel like it's nice, but I'm not noticing anything life-changing, and this is really, really expensive. You almost feel like if you're spending that much money on skincare, especially an eye cream, that it better freaking be working wonders. And I don't feel like it is. Like I prefer my Kiehls Midnight Recovery Eye Cream, is that what it's called, over this. And I think this is more expensive. So just something to keep in mind. It's not bad, it's moisturizing. Do I think it's doing anything beyond just moisturizing? No. I really don't. I just don't. So my favorite hairspray, yet again, I probably would have like 2 in here, but I figure keeping 1 is just enough for this. But it's the Bedhead Masterpiece Hairspray. This is always on sale at Ulta. I just bought a couple more on backup. I've loved this for years. It smells amazing. I used it today. It holds your hair just enough where it's still touchable, but it definitely is holding it together, if that makes sense. So I'll use it when my hair is natural like this. I'll use it when my hair is maybe a little more blow dried and styled. It works in every way. It smells so good. So right now, like I saw on Ulta, I don't know if it will be when you're seeing this, but it was like 2 for $20 for the Tigi brand, which is what this is, or T-I-G-I. It's amazing. You've got to try it at least once, but don't buy it full price because it's almost always on sale. So look online, don't buy it full price because the full price is like 23 bucks. Speaking of expensive freaking hair products, I was actually really sad to finish this up. This is the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. Smells really good. You guys, this is like a freaking, I think there might be it's like a freaking windstorm for your hair. It's the freshest, nicest smell. One of my favorite smells in hair product I've ever tried. My hair always smells so fresh and clean, but not in a like fake way. It just smells like I just shampooed my hair. So I love the smell of this. This bottle is like 40 something dollars. And I actually bought this. I can't believe I did, but it was so good. I like babied this bottle because again, similarly to this, it just adds this texture that's like touchable. It's not hard. It'll refresh your hair even though it's not necessarily a dry shampoo. So I would dry shampoo just a little bit up here and then I would spray this throughout and kind of like flip my head upside down, kind of zhuzh it around, flip my hair back, and it would look gorgeous, like supermodel perfect. I'm like, what in the heck is this stuff? This stuff is crazy. So I would love to buy it again one day. I might buy it again one day, but I feel like I've got so many hair care products that I would like to try before I repurchase, but I would totally purchase again. Prego over here, cocoa butter. It's the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Massage Cream for Stretch Marks. I flew through this. So I would use this in addition to oils. This would be like the cream or moisturizer I'd put on top. Right now I'm using a thicker raw shea butter, kind of a cream, if you will. But I really did like this. Would I buy it again? Yes. But again, I've got all these other products I bought. I just bought a couple because I was like, well, I don't know what's gonna work to prevent stretch marks. We'll just see. So I'm constantly kind of switching it up and trying different things, but I really did like this a lot. This I've repurchased time and time again. This is the Gillette Venus Shower and Shave Cream in Vanilla Cream. I love the smell of this. There's something about it that it smells like something like from my childhood and I can't pinpoint it. It smells so good. It's vanilla-y, but there's like a tartness to the smell. Almost like a sweet tart. But it's just a really moisturizing, kind of lotion-like, but it lathers just a little bit, just enough for you to quickly shave your legs. And I just like it. I'm kind of away from the like foam kinds of things in the metal containers. Not really for any reason other than it would wash off anyway. And I'm like, this is just a little bit more moisturizing for my legs. So even when I'm done shaving, it feels like they're moisturized already. And I really, really like that. So I fly through these bottles. It's nice because I can always tell that I actually use it up. I mean, there might maybe be one more use. Actually, this one I bought, now that I'm thinking about it, I know Gillette sent me some recently, and I want to say the one I'm about to use next is probably one they sent me, but it's the same thing that I had already been buying for quite a while now. Okay, so this is the Dove Purely Pampering Nourishing Body Wash. To try to not give too much information here, Tyler has to give me progesterone hormone shots for our little baby growing in there. And he has to do them twice a week. And so they can be really itchy, like where he injects it into me. It can be really itchy. For a while I had like a rash, and it might have been from the carrier oil that the hormone was in. So I'd switched from this, which I'd been using, to an Aveeno one. And the Aveeno one cleared it up like that. And I've not had any rashes since. So I don't think that this was causing it, but I just don't think it was helping it. And so there's probably like this much left. I might like see if Tyler wants to use the last little bit. We'll see, but it smells nice. It's coconut milk with jasmine. It really does have more of a jasmine scent than coconut, but I did like it. And I actually want to say that I bought this like in a 3-pack at Costco or Sam's Club somewhere. And I'm gonna have to, maybe when I'm no longer pregnant, I can switch back to this, because I did like it, but I think the Aveeno is just really, my skin really gets along well with it. This is the Clear Care Hydrogen Peroxide. It's like a deep cleanser for your contacts. This changed my life. There are very specific instructions you have to follow. There's a specific container. I didn't even know this existed. And when we started using it, I was like, suddenly I can put my contacts in every single morning and they're actually clean. There's no residue from makeup from the day before. I mean, it cleans. And you can see when you put it down, the container is very weird, totally different than normal containers. It's vertical and you fill it up with liquid and you put them in a little thing and you stick it in there and twist it on. I'm sure that made no sense. I mean, you see it bubbling, and they even say like not to put them in your eyes after like you have to have them in there for at least 6 hours or something like that, cleaning, because if you like after 2 hours of them being in there try to put them in your eye, well, it's going to burn. I don't understand the science behind this, but I'm amazed. They are so clean. I feel like my contacts are lasting just a little bit longer because of this, because I think the ones we both have are like monthly ones. I've repurchased this like 3 times, both of us have. The next product is from Dessange Paris. It's their replenishing oil. This had been sent to me in some PR package from some PR firm like 2 years ago. And I'd finally gotten around to trying it. I thought this was a really expensive product, but then I saw it at CVS and it was like maybe $10 to $15. I'm like, okay, that's not crazy. It's not super cheap, but I was thinking this would be like a $30, $40 product because it performed so well. It was so moisturizing, and like I would just squirt a little bit. It's truly an oil between my fingers, and I would just run it into my hair and I'd let it air dry, and it would look so nice and kind of, it would hold the ends together even if you had some split ends. And I just really enjoyed it. There's still a little bit left again, so I'll probably use it up before I actually recycle it. I was really impressed with that. Next are these Skin Iceland glacial cleansing cloths. I feel like I have these in a lot of empties. I buy these on HauteLook when they're on there because they're like 50% off on there. Because I think they're kind of pricey otherwise, but it's 30 in a pack. They stay super wet the entire way, like down to the last cloth. And I don't use these to take off makeup off my face. I use them for swatches, things like that. But I really like these because they like suds up. And it might freak you out the first time you use it, but they like literally, like you start wiping and it like suds up. It's so cool. But I'm a really big fan of these. I think I'm out of this brand, and the next time it's on HauteLook, I'm going to check it out. I can link HauteLook below if you're interested. Another product Tyler and I were both using is the Paul Mitchell Shampoo 2, TWO. It's a deep cleansing, kind of clarifying shampoo. So we didn't buy like the coordinating conditioner. We just bought this probably at Target or somewhere. But it definitely got rid of all the grime in our hair. We both use it maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. But it would do such a good job of just getting rid of that grime. I'm now using, however, a Briogeo one that is unbelievable, and like it really cleans your hair, and it's, oh, I like that one even better. I can link it below. But this one I did like. Do we need to repurchase it? Not necessarily. It's a little bit pricier for what it is, and like there's the Neutrogena one that works pretty well too. And again, I'm really liking the Briogeo one. One of my favorites, the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup. I've had so many of these. Some of them I've bought, some of them have been sent to me, but it's one of my favorite ways to remove makeup. I always use cleansing balms. I just feel like it's better for my skin. I'm not tugging as much as I am when I'm using like cotton rounds or when I'm using like an actual cleansing, you know, like a cleansing wipe. I just love it, and this is absolutely one of my favorites. I feel like I fly through it though, and again, these aren't cheap, but it's totally worth the money. It's so good. And then the next one I used up was the Origins Original Skin Cleansing Makeup Removing Jelly. I always want to say Jello. This stuff is absolutely just as good. I love the smell of this. And you might like grab it and be like, oh, it doesn't have a smell, because it doesn't. But there's some slight scent to it when I actually use it that like every time I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love the smell. And I don't, it's like the slightest thing. And maybe it's, again, because I'm pregnant and I can like smell, I don't know. But I was really sad to have this gone. I think this is one I would totally repurchase as well. And I do like that this is in a squeezy tube versus a big jar. I feel like you're not getting like gross fingers in there every single time, you know? But they both remove makeup really, really well. Oh, this is one from Tyler in Empty. He's so sweet because he always asks like, hey, I finished that, you know, serum or moisturizer or whatever. Do you want it like for your Empties? I'm like, sure. Did you like it? Just cute. But he really liked this. This is this brand Lab series. I'd never heard of until I found it on Hootlook and I bought him like a set. And it's supposed to be for men. Of course, you don't have to have some things for men and women, but it just happened to be a for men line. And it's their Ageless Power V Lifting Cream. And he said he really, really liked it. The packaging is kind of cool too. So if you ever see this brand, he seemed to like everything that was in the little kit that I bought him. Speaking of skincare, I finished one from The Ordinary. This is their Buffet Serum. So it's basically, most of The Ordinary's products are like singular ingredient kinds of serums and things, but this was a mixture of a lot of good ingredients. So it truly was more of a classic serum. I really did like this. Would I buy it again? Yes. Now, I have so many serums to get through. It's crazy because I want to try a bunch more out. So I don't need to repurchase this now. Would I recommend and would I repurchase? Absolutely. It's probably my favorite, one of my favorite from The Ordinary. I also really like their hyaluronic acid serum. Oh, another Oribe product I had from some Sephora perk, their Superfine Hairspray. Really, really good. Honestly, very similar to their texturizing spray, and I would prefer the texturizing spray. I also, okay, actually, I had to call this one quits. This is the Pistachio Oil Body Butter. Wow, smells amazing. But there was maybe one or two more uses, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. It is such a strong smell. Now, this smell is amazing. It really is. I love pistachios. I love pistachio freaking ice cream. That sounds so good right now. Anyway, but this smell was so strong that after putting it on every single morning, I was done with it by the end. I was like, I cannot handle this smell anymore. I really couldn't because it is really strong, but it smells amazing. So it's kind of like, you know, if you can, I don't know, again, could have been because I was pregnant. It really could have been. Oof. But I really got tired of the smell. I guess that's all I'm saying. But an amazing body butter, amazingly moisturizing. Oh yeah, this is from Pai Xiao. This is their Hydrating Ritual mask. And you just put it on in your hair, like in the shower, and then you can leave it in for a few minutes, then rinse out. I really liked it. It was only, oops, a couple of uses, but it definitely felt super moisturizing, you know, kind of holding my ends together. It just felt really, really nice. I was pretty impressed. Would I buy like I'm assuming this is not a full size. I would buy a full size of this. I really liked it. Oh, we have a lot of makeup done here. Let me finish this hair care though. This is the Caviar CC Cream 10-in-1 Complete Correction. Again, I have a little bit left in here. I liked this a lot, but for me, I want a product that I can put in and let my hair air dry and that it kind of just does the work for me. And this didn't do that. I like it best when I'm blow drying my hair, like I'll put this in and then blow dry, but I don't blow dry my hair all the time. And so it's a leave-in hair perfector. I really did like it. It's highly recommended by so many websites and magazines, and you know, and I did like it, but do I think I'll buy it again? Probably not. I finished up the Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm. This stuff is amazing. It's one of my preferred eye creams, although it's still not my favorite, but I do really, really like this. I certainly like this better than the, what was the one, the Caudalie one. This is definitely better, but again, in the jar, I felt like it lasted so long, and I was dipping my fingers in it constantly that I'm like, I think I'd rather it be in a squeezy tube. But that's just my own, that's me, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you shouldn't get it because it really is nice. The Embryo Lease it's basically a milk cream concentrate. I'm just translating it. Really good moisturizer. This is like beloved by makeup artists across the world, and that's why I was excited to try it. So I traveled with this sucker. I've already bought a full size because I found it at Target, and I was like, I didn't know they sold Embryo Lease, and they only have a few things, but I bought the full size, and I'm excited to crack it open because I loved this stuff. It's one of those moisturizers you can throw on at night if you want, but you could also put on right before putting on makeup, and it works really well. Oh, I did have a finished version of my the Kiehls Midnight Recovery Eye. I've already repurchased the full size of this. This is the eye cream I would recommend more than the other ones. I really like this. I also am just getting rid of, because it's been years, my Wet n Wild Single and Brulee, the old one. I have a new one with the new packaging, because I've had this one for years, and the packaging broke. I've already hit pan on the new one though. It's crazy. I love this stuff. It is probably my most used single shadow in my collection, because I use it every day. I'll do it on my brow bone. I'll do it just all over to blend. It's so, so good if you're near my skin tone. Another Lash Paradise, told ya. Eye makeup remover pen from e.l.f. I always have one of these. They're like $3. You can use it to clean up your wing, etc. The No. 7 Radiant Glow Concealer, my favorite concealer. There might be a little bit left in here, just a little bit. Just a really amazing, probably top 5 concealers that I own. Brightening, you know, enough coverage. It's not super high coverage, but it blends so quickly. You can just like put it on and go like this, and it's blended in. And I'm like, how did it blend that fast? It's so, so good. Definitely recommended. I already have my next one open. The Hourglass 1.5mm eyeliner, I love. It's in the shade Obsidian, which is their black. I love it because it's so thin. It stays on really well. It glides on. Here's the thing. You go through this in like a month. No, like 3 weeks. I literally traveled with one of these, and I swear to you, I opened it only a week before traveling. I ran out on the trip. I'm like, what? It was literally like 2.5 weeks and it was gone. I'm like, it was crazy. So I keep telling myself, Jessica, then just stop buying it. But I really, really love it. So I'd recently bought a 3-pack of these on Sephora. And you know, I'm still going to keep using them, but I'm like, should I stop buying them? Because I'm really going through them fast, but they're my favorite. The Nourish Organic Eye Treatment, this has just gone bad. I didn't use it quickly enough. I like a lot of Nourish Organic products that I've tried in the past. I had some cleanser that I really, really liked. I had in my shower for a long time. So I liked the brand. I just didn't use this quickly enough. Probably because I didn't love it. I didn't think it was bad. It's got kind of like a metal lid to make it feel cool. Oh, it does actually feel really good. But I waited too long, and I had already opened it, and I'm an idiot. But really good ingredients in these products too. All right, and then my Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner Pencil is just about on its last leg. Favorite drugstore liner, period. It's so, so good. Did I rebuy another one? No, it's on my list of things that I need to repurchase. It's the best. And then the NYX Epic Ink Liner, my favorite drugstore liquid liner. I already have another one, and frankly, that one's almost gone as well. My absolute favorite. It's like the only one I use anymore. It's what I use every day to do my kind of mini wing without fail. It's so amazing. I freaking love this stuff. Also, the Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt. This is their Relax and Relief with eucalyptus and spearmint. I've already repurchased this. This really works. Like if you've got pregnancy aside, because I loved this way before. Epsom salt really does relax your muscles. And this kind of has this, eucalyptus, spearmint. And so it just smells good too. It kind of clears your nasal passages just a bit. And it's just awesome. Like I've tried the other ones of the Dr. Teal's, and I really like all of them. But the Relax and Relief one is my favorite. And actually, like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I might crack open my new one and get a bath here soon, because my legs are really tired. They're just sore. And I always feel so good when I get out. My legs don't feel sore anymore. And oh, this stuff is like a saving grace. And I love that it's like a Velcro top, which I know sounds weird, but it's the perfect thing for this. Highly recommend. And these are under $10. Like I want to say this is maybe $6 for the giant bag. That's it. I did it. And I'm only slightly sweaty. All right. So if you enjoyed this style of video, definitely check out my other videos, my Empties videos that I've done in the past. I can link my most recent one below. And other than that, I hope that you'll subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.